I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the man.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Washington Redskins and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On play action, Allen. He finds Yeldon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now let's take a look here at the Bills' offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
Let's focus our attention on the offensive line and Brandon Sheriff, the 1st-round pick in 2015. In fact, the first lineman taken at number 5 overall, an offensive tackle in college, transitioned very well to guard in the NFL. Solid, reliable, 2 traits you love in an offensive lineman. How about tough, physical, and nasty? He's an Iowa offensive lineman. Those guys play well in the NFL.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On 1st down, it's Barber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. They're coming to top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Yeldon was always reliable out of the backfield for Blake Bortles, and now he has a chance to help out another young quarterback in the same way in Josh Allen. But you look at the numbers a season ago, 55 catches, almost 500 yards. Very sure hands for a running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Box it.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. But it'll be second and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. T.J. Yeldon working his way back out onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen, and that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 84 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Allen off the play fake. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Draw play. This is Yeldon. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Barber. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him down.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebacker.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Rodgers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Rodgers going to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Richard Rodgers. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, and some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen, he finds Yeldon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They'll run on first down. Barber. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen to throw once more. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Allen again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
The previous play is under review.
And nice. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Once again, it's Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Mike, all day, every day, any day.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though.